But the thing that makes His Excellency President George Weah an extraordinary leader is that he faced all his challenges with a smile on his face and hope in his heart. His journey as president of this country wasn't an easy one. But the fact that he made it with flying colors only shows that he is handpicked by the Almighty. And I think he deserves a round of applause. And his queen is no other than our intellectual and beautiful First Lady, Madam Claire Weah. So please give her a hand of applause for her. Even though she is not here with us physically, I want to say thank you for being by his side and holding his hand throughout his journey as our beloved president. Dr. George Weah has carried this nation to the next level, and he proved to the world that he deserved his award that was given to him a few months ago. Our president is truly the peace and face of our country, and in case you don't hear it often, but your people truly loves and respects you, Mr. President. We treasure you and appreciate all you have done for us. You respected the tradition of your land, you value the education of your youth, you support the talents of your citizens, and you prove to the world and the people that we made the right decision by making you our president 6 years ago. And Mr. President, I must say that your legacy will forever remain in our hearts. The stability you kept in the political and traditional sector outline your morals as a leader. Over the years, you demonstrated both brains and talent, and that is a rare quality you find in a leader. You are a feminist who believe in gender equality, and that truly touched the hearts of the mothers and young girls in your country. And I must say, Mr. President, you gain my respect more. From the construction of roads, hospitals, and schools, the donation that was given to your people is indeed an action that we will never forget. And we know you didn't do it alone. Your governmental officials stood by your side every step of the way. That truly shows that teamwork truly makes the dream work. And I would like to say thank you to our Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Her Excellency, Madam Chua Howard Taylor, our rescue mother, Honorable Fina Pondo, Honorable D. Maxwell Sekimi, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable Lejawu J. Rainey, Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism of the Republic of Liberia, Ambassador Queen Julie in the No Shaking Mama, President of the Crusader of Peace. Mr. President, heart to heart, I want to say thank you for leading this country with love. Your peace, your emotion, your values, and the respect that you have for your people will forever remain in our hearts. And I want to say on behalf of your country, on behalf of the cabinet members, and on behalf of Africa, we truly love you. The love that we have for you can never be measured. And it's so sad that you won't be here for the next 6 years, but the past 6 years we spent with you have taught us so much. And we truly respect you as our leader. You deserve the best in life, Mr. President. For everyone that stood by him over the past 6 years, everyone stood by him, everyone who held his hand, everyone present, I want to say thank you and we love you. And Mr. President, before I take my leave, I would like to leave a message with you as a young citizen in this country. Your leadership skill has taught me so much in life despite that I'm 16. I value you, and I hope and pray that the elegance and courage and patience that God gave you, God will give me that same patience. And a message that I want to give is you are a good man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We are just going to do a presentation in 2024, January 19, with the Bicentennial legacy to His Excellency Dr. George Weah. And all of the presentation that will be done here is historic It's presidential, so it's going to go into the National Museum. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, just 2 seconds. The Honorable Dean Sarmas Weah, the Dean and members of the Cabinet, the Honorable Resident Coordinator of the United Nations, our own ECOWAS Ambassador, the representative from the United States Embassy, the Chief Zanzan Kawa, and all other chiefs, our traditional people, the Zoe, the elders, our mamas, our culture brothers and sisters, our incoming team, and all other government officials, the Ministry of Information, and all other family members of that great ministry, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. At this time, it is my honor to invite the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency, Dr. George Weah. Mr. President, your people.
Thank you. You may have your seat. Thank you. Well, today we saw a young man broke record. So those that break record, they have to take a prize. Honorable Kimanyan promised me that in 2024, he will break record. Because he speaks for 2-3 hours. He told me 2024 he'll speak for 2 minutes. And he spoke for 2 minutes. So please come for a 100. That's the first time the ball. Dean and members of the cabinet, other officials of government here present, Mr. Sim Boda, Public Diplomacy Officer, U.S. Embassy, Honorable Chief Zanzan Kawa, and traditional leaders here present, Ambassador Josephine Nkrumah, Special Representatives in the ECOWAS Commission, Ambassador Christian and Umutuni, Resident Coordinator of the United Nations, the Doyen and members of the Diplomatic Consular Corps, Ambassador Judy Andy, Executive Director, Crusader for Peace, and members of the Crusader for Peace, members of the Fourth Estate, other visiting guests, fellow Liberians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to join you all here today for this very important occasion. It is indeed a historic undertaking happening at a time where Liberia is transitioning from one democratic administration to the next, truly exemplifying unity of purpose. As you are aware, this is one of the last few public functions I will perform before the formal turnover of constitutional authority to the new president on Monday, January 22nd. This will mark a major departure from our country's horrific past and signal to the world that our nation has become a beacon of democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, about 2 years ago, we were again gathered on this ground, along with our international partners and friends, to kick off the start of a historic period marking 200 years of the founding of our nation. On that day, we reminded ourselves and the rest of the world how special a country we have become, long after free slaves from the United States set foot on these shores. We are a proud people endowed with a rich and diverse history. When we launched the Bicentennial of that historic arrival under the theme, the Land of Return, commemorating 200 years of freedom and Pan-African leadership, the world attention was on Liberia. Our traditional and historic partner, the United States, formed part of the memorable opening ceremony through a high-power delegation representing President Joseph R. Biden and headed by Madam Dana Banks, Special Assistant to the President and Senior Director for Africa, the National Security Council. We also have some of my colleagues from the ECOWAS and dignitaries from the United Nations and African Union and other international bodies representing their respective region. That occasion remains fresh in our memories and remain one of the proudest achievements of my administration. There were various activities which followed throughout the years commemorating the foundations of this great land of liberty. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, even though we have moved on a few years past that occasion, we cannot ignore its remarkable significance. We must always take pride in our rich history, seizing every moment to bring global attention to our unique culture and tradition. It is my hope that the next administration will continue on this path, helping to solidify our sense of nationalism and patriotism. Fellow compatriots, we have gathered again at the birthplace of our country, the revealed Providence Island, to unveil and dedicate an important landmark. I'm told the Crusader for Peace, in collaboration with the Ministry of Information and Cultural Affairs and Tourism and other relevant agencies, undertook this Bicentennial project as a testimony of my administration's legacy in commemorating the Bicentennial. Madame Julie Andy, je vous dis merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. I'm grateful to the Cultural Ambassador Judy Andy and the Crusader for Peace. The National Bicentennial Steering Committee, headed by Minister Julius Rennie, Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, Honorable D. Maxwell Sakimanyan Sr., Honorable Samuel D. Twe, and all distinguished members of the Steering Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take a moment to single out Cultural Ambassador Andy. I know she is the progenitor of this project. Ambassador Andy personifies what a true patriot is. She is selfless, unassuming, and humble in her service to this nation. Her contribution to the national agenda of maintaining and consolidating our peace and rebuilding our devastated country is beyond the ordinary. Ambassador Andy, our country owes you the debt of gratitude. And I stand as President of the Republic of Liberia in recognition of this fact. My fellow Liberians, I'm told what we are about to unveil and dedicate here today represents our value, history, and tradition. It depicts our unity in diversity. It also represents our hard-earned peace after years of civil conflict and stands as a reminder that peace is fundamental to all that we seek. I, George Weah, President of the Republic of Liberia, stand in testimony of this truth. This 19th days of January 2024 to present our country and my people this bicentennial monument. An edifice. It stands for our collective peace, unity, freedom as a nation and people. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I saw war and I embraced peace and felt peace. The peace I brought, the peace I promoted, and the peace I stood for. It's the peace I gave to you, my fellow Liberians. So, keep the peace no matter what. Enjoy the motherland, Mama Liberia. God bless you.
I will get you so that you put it down.
you very much. And a round of applause, please, for His Excellency, Dr. George Weah, our President. Now, for the unveiling, first, it will be the cutting of the ribbon. So we'll allow a few of the journalists to go up there. And they're there already. So we'll allow His Excellency and his entourage to come up. The rest of you can remain seated. And we're calling Her Excellency Ambassador Josephine Nkrumah to follow.
Man, biz. Hey, right here.
Hey. Hello.